Radiant team ban. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Void incarnate.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Рошана за счет тролля, к примеру, да, вышки, в принципе, как-то за счет тролля тоже могут там с дистанции тыкать, не сказать, что бумы как-то супер круто от этого отспавниваются. Да, есть Коттл, да, есть Блудсикер, ну, хотя неплохо отспавниваются, но вот сами забрать я, допустим, не вижу как. Вот наступает там 30-40 минута, к примеру, они тут там 4-5 тысяч, да, как пробить хайграунд вот этими героями, кто должен пробивать? Котел нет, Баунти Хантер нет, Пангольер точно не ударит. Void Spirit это атакующий герой больше, а не убийца вышек. И Блудсикером. Ну, тем более, при этом там будет еще Зингинг в песке сидеть. В основном очень проблема. Да, и Шторм Спирит как раз намекает на то, что неоны готовы растягивать, мне кажется. То есть где-то напасть с быком, штормом отступить, где-то Зингинг просто сидит в вышке, дефит, тролль себя фармит. Более вариативную игру. То есть есть возможность сделать...
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
The next label play. The next label play.
Prepare
哎，
for
队友
battle.
呢？队友嘞？哎，队友呢？队友呢？队友呢？
Even if you are like this type of lineup with Bounty Hunter, it can
Hey,
work because you get that extra gold, you keep the aggression going, but I don't think you can just end the game. Like even if you're 10,000 gold ahead, you can't sit there and try to go for it. Our arrow misses.
The arrow's to the right, so that might keep Makoto alive. They'll chase. They've got the charge that forces him into the dissimilate just to stay alive. He's he comes over. Well, in some trouble. Now he's the one taking a lot of damage, but the Burrow Strike comes out from Playhard. This is a full team fight.
Oh, the full-man blast.
They'll go for Drew. If they could kill this Bloodseeker, that would be pretty devastating early, but the blood right down. Yopaj, he ends up silenced. KezQ right under his nose. You're looking to get a shot in, but that is very dangerous for KezQ. They don't have the heroes to come over and hit him with a Burrow Strike again, or maybe an arrow. So nobody dies. 5v5 mid.
The battle begins.
That's something that we usually don't see, you know. We see people rotating, people dying, but not this time around. The Storm lost a lot of region. He already had to eat his tango. Let's see what he's bringing. Yeah, just another set of tangos on the mid lane. So, yeah, I think Black had a really good point. It's a free Storm Spirit game where they have no stuns. You don't care too much about Rupture. It's hard to set things up with the Void Spirit. At least they have some tower damage with the Troll, so I'm leaning towards the Neon Esports lineup.
Yeah, and it's tough to see where, like, even if you win these fights, it still seems like Neon's going to have that time to farm up. Like, how are you pushing if you're blue?
You can't hit the towers. These heroes are really not good at it. You can't just, you know, expect Bloodseeker to go and hit the tier 1 tower like 120 times to kill it.
Yeah. Be very problematic. And I'm excited to see some of these guys here on Neon and Boom, namely Yopaj. I was hoping he'd pick that Void Spirit. Ooh, play hard. Burrow Strike out of the blood right. Body blocks from KezQ. First blood there for Drew. So Bloodseeker getting first blood. Not too long into the game to get to that first blood. And now Bloodseeker gets a bit of a boost.
First Bloodseeker. That's his name in this game.
For bottom, Natsumi. 8-3 already. How does this lane go for Troll? Is this one of these lanes that he's just safe and free to farm?
Yeah, I mean, all he needs to care about is dodging and illuminate for some extra spam. Doesn't have the best position 5 in his lane, but Troll is one of the strongest laners overall, one of the best safe laners, where he, you know, you have this range ability, you have a melee ability, and miss chance, and you have a range access to secure the creeps. So top lane not going well as expected, like Sanking and Mirana, because they lost a lot of region in those engagements where no one died.
Yeah.
So like this lane should be much better for Sanking and Mirana, where Mirana just one-shots the range creep. There's the arrow.
And they've got the combination of the Burrow Strike as well as the arrow. They've done that to both heroes in this lane so far. Yeah, neither of which leading to a kill, though.
Also, as a Sanking, you do not want to get Burrow Strike level 1. If you saw the opportunity to try to go for it, you're playing into 2 melee heroes, so Caustic Finale is the spell to go to. Like, it's so much harassment, you push out the lanes, you get level 2 faster than them, so like this missed opportunity on a mid, kind of costing him a lot.
Kodo, one shot from dead. Oh, still regenerating enough. Not enough damage there from Yopaj. The bottle sips, saving his life, and almost a solo kill for Yopaj in the mid lane.
His career is just going back, so that means that he's not going to have that healing cell for another like 30 seconds. So we might see 4 heroes, maybe 5, 6 on a mid lane, just trying to secure the rune for their mid laners. Oh, this could be a kill.
Needs to be careful.
Yopaj.
Wow. Yopaj putting the hurt in. Yeah, I definitely think we're going to see 3, 4, maybe 5v5 mid again. Why not? But you got to get that bottle filled, and when you're waiting on that salve. This is becoming a bit tough for Makoto.
Top lane, arrow will connect on a Bloodseeker playing a bit too aggressively.
Get the kill onto Drew, a little bit of revenge in that lane, back over towards mid. Yeah, the Spirit Breaker coming over, and Hyde picking up the Illusion Rune. So no bottle fill either mid. It's a support that picks it up. Who benefits the most from that power rune being kept out of the opponent's mid?
Just having an Illusion Rune for
Well, no, just keeping those bottles empty. Like, is there anybody more, like, we're seeing a lot of aggression here from the Storm. Is it bad for him just not having that bottle fill? Like, can he still play the way he's done so? Makoto, he's also just,
Yeah, there's still a rune. No one wanted. Wait, why is it showing on minimap? Am I? Yeah, it's still showing for some reason. But it's not there, not available.
Think so.
Still in beta? Okay.
It doesn't matter that much if you're full HP, full mana.
No.
The rune is gonna spawn in the next minute, so you will have a refill
Dire's
for your
middle
bottle,
tower is under
like the
attack.
secure bounty rune on your side. It's being pinged out. Kezcute trying to maybe snatch that rune, but a bit too late. No boots of speed, no wind lace.
This leaves Drew alone for a moment, but not expecting him to really die under the tier 1 tower where the creep wave is at the moment.
Denied!
Auto for Storm. He's got 3 charges on it. He's hit level 6. Makoto about to hit that 6. I would expect potentially Makoto to be quite active. Hit 6. Playhard getting chased by both Kezcute and Drew. And
Talking about active.
he stays alive. You've got Storm here, TP's in. They go after Drew. They have the charge from the Spirit Breaker. Burrow Strike short. Drew, though, still not looking like he can turn around and do anything. And the arrow from Scam ends up landing. They will trade for Playhard. It's Kezcute who gets the kill.
Yopaj with the nice rotation, because Makoto does not have a point in Ether Remnant to, you know, just stop a TP. Picks up a region rune so he can farm the jungle. Like, there's also a stack on the
Dire's top
side
tower is under
with
attack.
the 3 points in the simulate. Yeah, you can just, you know, clear the creep wave much easier, but I expect him to get at least 1 Ether Remnant point, maybe level 7, level 8. It's just a setup. You can also stop the Spirit Breaker's charge, which is nice. Now, Spirit Breaker doesn't have a clear target to go for on the mid lane.
Drew, arrow comes through, and Kezcute keeping Drew out of harm's way, and pops the salve, still dead. Scam loops in for the kill. Charge on to Drew. They still want to go forward for him with a rotation coming in. We'll see how detrimental this is to Neon. They've got 4 heroes. They'll lay down the Blood Right. Burrow Strike comes in. The silences are there. They've also disarmed the Storm. Eventually, Drew falls to Yopaj. They're in between the tier 1 and tier 2, diving for these kills.
It's a tough one for Boom. Like, they need to respond. Makoto needs to be a bit more active. Like, they diving the tower for a very, very long time. So he should be the one trying to respond.
And he still doesn't have that Aether Remnant either.
Just 1 point is enough. Like, Spirit Breaker is not your concern. He's probably never gonna charge you because you have Astral Step, you have the Simulate to dodge it, Ether Remnant to just stop his charge. So kind of tough one for SB.
Over towards mid. Kezcute's here. I don't quite have the vision of him. No sentry down for the Radiant side. I do place that Observer,
Radiant's middle
which
tower is
Kezcute
under
can see.
attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, he immediately takes it out. But that causes the charge to come through on a Kezcute. We'll see how much Neon are willing to follow this up with. They go over, they've got Dusk. Illuminate being charged up. There's the long-range arrow from Scam to get the kill on a Kezcute. Now dominating on this Mirana, 4-0-1.
Yeah, Scam's Mirana has been on point. Just not the first arrow, but every other one was pretty much top-notch. Troll, what do we have? Like, this is the kind of a build that's really popular lately after the Aghanim Scepter got upgraded, where Whirling Axes dispel enemies and the other ones dispel yourself, and it also lowers the cooldown and lowers the mana cost. So you're pretty much unkillable. And look at this, he has a hood right after that, so he wants to be able to join fights, and you can just stand your ground, don't care too much about it. Me and Black talked about like the build on Troll, and this is something that he mentioned that he saw in some of the games.
Yeah.
Like you have magic.
Radiant's courier
I say magic
has been
immunity,
killed.
but you have some extra magic
Radiant's
resistance.
top tower is
You
under
have a
attack.
miss chance. You have a way of
Radiant's
dispelling
courier
things.
has been
Sure,
killed.
but if you're silenced, then you can't do that. There is only one at the moment coming from Bloodseeker, but it's a long duration silence once it's maxed out.
And you can use that Aether Remnant, move in as you play hard. Going down to Makoto, they TP
Play
in
hard,
Natsumi.
hard.
Makoto's now used both Astral Steps. They could catch him with a charge. That's exactly what they're going to go for. They've got the ball lightning as well as the Vortex. Arrow missing. A little bit off the mark. Not sure that's going to matter. Makoto still ends up falling to Yopaj.
That arrow missed, but almost hit Keeper of the Light. Like, both of these teams don't have too much tower damage, so they need to play around the catapult timings to be able to get rid of the tier 1 towers. Bounty Hunter, still level 5. Like, in terms of network game, pretty even. But I feel Boom Esports, they need to make the game a bit more chaotic, especially with the Void Spirit.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Get
attack.
that track online, try to go for kills. This is how they, I'm not gonna say come back into the game, but this is their win condition, just keep fighting
Dire's middle
with the
tower
Bounty
is
Hunter's
under
track.
attack.
Kind of bump up on that net worth, do what you can. But do they have enough to fight right now? Like, even with the track, are they in a spot to win these fights?
It feels weak, like fighting into Sanking. Still doesn't have a point in Epicenter, but just the Burrow Strike itself is a very strong ability. And I feel like late game kind of leaning towards Neon Esports, because once again, no real lockdown for the Storm Spirit. Eventually you will have it once that Void Spirit gets the Yule Scepter, so it's a guaranteed setup. But also no tower damage, which is really hard. So whenever Catapult spawns, try to be there, play with the team, make stuff happen. Otherwise, you're just going to be stuck and not be able to take it out. There it is, Rupture combination.
Rupture with the track, Rolling Thunder. Burrow's can play hard, getting bumped up and moved over with the Rolling Thunder. Hyde gets the kill with the Illuminate, and it's track kill there for
Top
Kescu.
tower has fallen.
So well done. They work with that track. It does, to get just that kill, it's the Rolling Thunder, it's the Rupture. That, now what are you doing about the rest of the team? You get a tier 1 tower, you get some, you get a kill, you get an objective, but using the basis of your fight just for the one kill now kind of leaves Neon to
You want to get
right?
as many kills as possible with this type of lineup, but you don't care about using pretty much any abilities. You're not relying on cooldowns. Nice arrow
with the
from
Vortex,
Scam.
Blinding Light. See if it makes a difference. Makoto's still dying. Yopaj now on the killing spree. Swashbuckle over with Barrow Strike from Playhard. They've got the track on the Sand King. It's under the tower regardless. They'll look with that Spirit Breaker ult. FBZ gets hit. Natsumi coming over. Not finding anybody just yet. And he's got 3 heroes tracked so far during the Moonlight Shadow.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Right down, Rupture used, not the one who's hit.
Oh,
Puts
look at
himself
the
in a great
space where
spot.
Natsumi's hiding.
Dire's middle tower
Yeah, getting
is
away
under
from that
attack.
Rolling Thunder, keeping himself safe while FBZ comes around. Meanwhile, Yopaj dives in, gets the kill on the Hyde. That was really well played by Natsumi, knowing that that little crevice is there to kind of hunker down in.
Boom Esports, they have good ways of defending the towers when the heroes are alive. Blood Drive, you have your Swashbuckle, and most importantly, Illuminate. So Keeper of the Light needs to be alive. Oh my god, that's a lot of damage. Mikoto's thinking about going in.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Charge
under
was
attack.
coming out. Could have been a bit of an issue. He's been getting those salves from the trusty shovel. So Playhard back up to full. He's fine. Yopaj sitting second on the net worth, going Bloodstone. First item. You think it's Bloodstone BKB, or is he going, will we see an Orchid for him?
But if he doesn't care about BKB, he's not gonna get BKB ever this time.
You don't think so?
Nah, maybe as a 5th item, possibly 6th, because they have no lockdown. Getting good, like mana regen, getting stats is much more valuable in Storm this time.
Rupture out into Yopaj, TP away.
That's
He's
it.
gone.
Easy
There's
peasy.
that
I
lack
mean,
of lockdown showing.
that's why he's also not getting Orchid. I feel like it's a much better choice to get Bloodstone here. You know, get it online as fast as possible, get some charges going. Stroll doing. That's Aghanim Scepter completed.
Yeah, he's top of the net worth by 700. If you can't lock down the Storm,
You can't even lock down the Troll either then, huh? Especially once he gets that Aghanim Scepter.
But definitely seems like it could be, you know, Storm getting
Are scanning.
what, Bloodstone charges aplenty, especially if he gets it early enough to start going in and fighting the way they have. It's not a lot of kills 15 minutes into the game, but there's definitely points where it's felt like it's on the cusp of Neon looking to just jump off and go for you. Like that tier 1 over mid, it felt like Neon wanted to do more than just go for the tower. They were waiting for that opportunity to potentially show itself. And then you get that Bloodstone, all those charges rack up.
It's still, you know, a long run until the Bloodstone, but there's the jump. Scam is not close to use the arrow.
Now Storm without much mana.
Radiant's middle tower.
Potentially
is under
hoping for
attack.
this 16-minute rune to be up towards top.
He
Should be able to
found
control it either way.
two best items pretty much, the tier 1 for himself. You have Royal Jelly and you have Arcane Ring, so mana replenish, some damage, like have that extra mana regen going on constantly. Rune will spawn.
Arcane rune, but there's the extra step. They'll look for Manuel. Get the kill. Makoto gets credit for that one. 4 heroes there to make it happen. Arrow on to
No
FBZ, but nobody's around.
Fake hype arrow coming through. Nothing happened.
Still hit. It's exciting. Ooh. We were talking about this, I think just the two of us. Klepnir Bloodseeker. That's what
It's
he's
a
going
thing.
for.
It's a thing. Like that's the carry build for the Bloodseeker,
I'm excited to see that.
where you have this farming ability, Maelstrom, which is kind of natural build-up, and something that we've seen from mostly offlane Bloodseekers to just keep them in place in the Bloodrite with the Atos. So you just upgraded to Gleipnir, which is really nice.
4-man smoke.
Radiant's
Neon.
courier has been killed.
Upaj losing that courier. Kiskute gets credit for that kill. They're wrapping around. Drew in between the tier 1 and the tier 2. Got this deep ward in, play hard, not going to find him, but there's a courier coming over. They're wrapping towards the tier 2 tower. Mid, Natsumi showing himself. Smoke will break, Makoto spotted. Jump with the Astral Step right into a Burrow Strike. They get the kill. FBZ thinking about the Rolling Thunder. They do dust to maybe catch the Bounty Hunter under their noses. He's not there. He's on the high ground. Burrow Strike away. Rolling Thunder. That comes through and hits onto Scam. They find themselves Play Hard, who is tracked up here with the Swashbuckle. Illuminate comes in, just living with 12 health, and finally will end up falling to that urn. Sumi Yopaj and the Spirit Breaker Wanuel trying to run away. Kiskute coming in, and there's the Shikuchi, or not the Shikuchi, the Shuriken, sorry. Comes in and finishes him off. Bounces
Neon
off and
needs
hits
to
him.
be more careful about, you know, getting those deep dives, because there's a lot of bouncing damage coming out from Boom, where you have like Bloodrite,
Radiant's
Void Spirit
bottom
jumping
tower
in,
is under
Swashbuckle
attack.
from a different angle, Shuriken tosses with the tracked abilities, and Illuminate.
Radiant
So if
are
you don't
scanning.
see Keeper of the Light, like it's kind of hard to, you know, just go in like a madman. Now they're on a hunt, they want to get more. Also, this is a lineup that's probably never going to be able to take Roche. What Boom has, Neon has Troll, so that's a good thing going for them. They see Play Hard hiding.
Radiant's courier
Goes off to the left, Illuminate right on him. Not a lot of damage from the Illuminate, but they got the Astral Step. They have the Aether Remnant with the Yules from Makoto, and eventually Play Hard drops dead. But here comes Neon. Rupture on Natsumi. They're going after Kiskute. The Aether Remnant locking up the Spirit Breaker. Arrow comes in, lands on Makoto. Yopaj gets the kill, and the Ball Lightning looking forward towards Hyde as well as Kiskute. Blinding Light trying to survive. Ball Lightning once again. One more shot takes his life, and then they'll find FBZ. So Boom dead, as Play Hard was the one who fell for Neon, but 3 fall on Boom.
If Troll is playing with his team, I don't think this hero is gonna die this game. Like, he's super tanky, 2000 HP, like you get so much value out of this Aghanim Scepter. Like you remove track, you remove the disarm from
Dire's
lucky
turret
shot, you
has
can
been
dispel, resonant pulse. So
Dire's
pretty
top
nice
tower is
things
under
to have
attack.
here. And yeah, talking about being unkillable, he queues up Heart.
Oh god. We've already seen one heart in action today.
The one on Wisp looked really, really good.
There's 3 heroes on Neon who are yet to die. You know, play hard taking all the deaths. He's got 6. But he's playing sacrificial, and I think that's fine. Going into a Blink Dagger, which he almost has, Blink Veil, I think you're in a spot where it's like, okay, you can continue to kill me, but if you're not killing the troll, you're not killing my storm, then is my kill, you know, is killing me worth it? It's worth a little bit more if you're tracked, but Troll and Storm are getting to a spot where we've been talking about maybe they just don't die this time.
Pretty much track is what's keeping them in this game. It's a level 1 track, 20 minutes in, but still, you know, this Troll, man, Eternal Shroud, which turns the damage into mana, really feels unkillable to me. He's not dealing that much damage, but the damage comes from the lower cooldown of Axis, so that's fine. And Storm right now has a double damage, so and also newly purchased Bloodsling, so they're gonna take a fight.
They'll look for FBZ, one right down. After step forward, they'll look for the Bounty Hunter. They can kill FBZ, they'll take out KSQ. That's 2 heroes dead already. Epicenter was committed from Playhard. Makoto trying to run on this one. Brostrick onto the high ground. Now Drew coming over. One roll and Playhard will be in the face of this Bloodseeker. They get the kill onto the Sand King. They fall back on the Bounty Hunter as well. They throw down the Blood Right, but he won't land on a Natsumi, who's in a lot of trouble and eventually does die.
These are 2 buybacks. FBZ and KSQ, they bought back. Like, what can they get from this? These are track kills, so this is fine. But they can't take the... Let's see. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's see how long is it gonna take for them to take Roche. Bloodseeker, Arrow.
Arrow comes in, hits on FBZ. All that time talking about Troll not dying. Finally does end up falling the second we talk about it again.
I said if he's playing with the team, he used ulti, ran with the Rupture, and ran into 4. So, you know.
Did it to yourself. Troll. Can't be committing
Is
that.
Storm jumping in? He made the slot. Let's see if he can steal it.
The tap binding in, and the aid is picked up by Drew. However, he'll have the Burrow Strike of Play Hard. Does he get out of it? They find the dust, they find KSQ, they get the kill onto the Bounty Hunter. They're going to ball lightning, look for Drew, finish off the Aegis. They've taken the first life out of his hands, and now Natsumi's here. Aether Remnant right on top of the Bloodseeker, but the Electric Vortex comes in. Blood Right down. No silenced heroes on the side of Neon. Glepnir rooting up a couple of these heroes with the Rolling Thunder coming in. That hits on a Play Hard. They've got the Blood Right down again. One more shot onto the Bloodseeker to finish off Drew for a second time. As 2 heroes are dead on the side of Boom Esports. They've got the ulti coming up from the Spirit Breaker as well as the charge onto the Void Spirit. So doing a lot here to disrupt this. But Kobe with the double Astral Step to get away. The arrow won't land, but a lot being done by Neon after they get their hands on the Aegis on the side of Boom.
Yo, Paj, that was such a sick move. He perfectly timed and calculated all his mana to jump on the Bloodseeker, get the Aegis off of him, and you know, he has these mana regen items. He got all the Bloodstone charges, 5 actually, from the 2 fights that he had, and most importantly, he did not die. Like, they don't have enough lockdown for him. The only lockdown right now is like Gleipnir into Bloodright, because he does not have a defensive tool for him.
And that's like the one way I see them getting the kill is if Bloodright is 6 seconds and they find a way to finish him beforehand. But there's so much there to just disrupt the fight, even when they have that opportunity. We saw the Spirit Breaker charge come through. You've got the Burrow Strikes from Playhard that have been
Radiant are scanning.
pretty much on point. Neon are doing a good job of keeping their cores alive, especially this Storm. They really took advantage and got the kill on that Aegis and then took Drew out a second time. It was really well done by Neon so far.
Neon's playing really well. They lost that fight, extended a bit, which gave Boom Esports a Roche, but so far so good. Like, play hard, He's not getting any of the last hits on Sanking, but he is getting a lot of assists, involved in 14 out of 17 kills. Now with the Blink Dagger,
Dire's top tower
you know,
is under attack.
needs one defensive item. I see Yule's Scepter, which I really like, you know, just getting rid of the track, rid of the silence is gonna do so much. How's Mikoto doing?
Dire's structures
Not too
are
bad.
fortified.
Not the top of the net worth, but getting very close to that.
Dire's top
Aghanim
tower
Scepter, which
under
is
attack.
also going to be one
Radiant's
way
bottom
to
tower is
silence
under
the
attack.
Storm Spirit, silence the troll, so he can't pop those
Dire's
rolling
top
axes
tower
multiple
has fallen.
times in a fight.
Smoke
Radiant's
used
courier has
by
been
Neon.
killed.
Natsumi play hard and Scam moving over towards mid and across it. Neon playing up to this point pretty well. They've been pretty active up to this point. Winning a smaller tournament a couple days ago, Gura Championship. It's like a China SEA mixture tournament. And they've been pretty much tearing it up in those kind of tournaments the whole year. Gleipnir, Blood Right, Silence comes through on a play hard. No, he's gonna Burrow Strike and get out of it. FPZ goes with the Rolling Thunder. He's being charged. They'll look for Drew, and the arrow the wrong direction.
And General just trying to charge back. He already TP'd. Man, that is a fun game to watch, especially when stuff like this happens. So Troll is committing. Natsumi getting that heart. Okay, I'm gonna say it again now with the heart. I don't think he should die.
I wish maybe a mod in the chat can do that
Dire's
prediction
bottom
thing
tower
that's new
is
on
under
Twitch.
attack.
Will Natsumi die? Does Lacoste make the right call? Put your points on it, your channel points on it.
Yeah, use your all channel points. Trust me on this one, chat. You know, you can't be wrong all the time.
Dire's bottom tower
Or
has
make
fallen.
misplays. So Storm Spirit very close to the Aghanim Scepter. Once Yopaj gets that, it's gonna be so much easier to set things up for Sanking Epicenter. Will be pretty chaotic. You know, Spirit Breaker will charge through. There's gonna be like Sanking Epicenter. Sanking is not a guy that usually wants to go first with the Epi. Like in 90-95% scenarios, you want to just blink Burrow Strike one guy, then reset and go Epicenter with the next blink.
Dire are scanning.
But, you know, if you have Spirit Breaker, if you have Storm Spirit with Ags,
Yeah.
then you might be able to get the good Epicenter off.
So he just picked up that Ags on Storm. Smoke used here by Boom, looking over. They're by the Roche pit.
Dire's
Still a long
bottom
time till
tower
Roche is
under
back up.
attack.
3 minutes. But they're coming across mid, hoping to find something. Neon
Dire's
a
structures
little out of
are
their
fortified.
grasp at the moment.
Dire's bottom tower
This is a
under
tough fight to
attack.
come into, going onto the high ground blind. Astral Step, silences on the Spirit Breaker, Blood Right, but the ulti, that hits on Mikoto. Arrow coming through, there's the Sweet and Vortex, and let's see what else they get from this. Kesku already did with the Epicenter being placed right on top of Mikoto, who's going to Astral Step away, but Yopaj right on him, ready to go. They found the Spirit Breaker, so far 1-for-1, but Mikoto ends up dead. FBZ, Drew, as well as this Kano, all trying to run. Just out of the hands of Neon, and that is Void Spirit dead again. And Natsumi ready to go onto the high ground.
Yeah, it's their time. It's not going to be like as easy, but you have this troll warlord who just does not give a damn and just stands his ground, keeps beating the tower. It's not too much damage. It's a lot of attack speed, a lot of survivability. So he will eventually take it down. Even if you disarm him, like he can.
Dire's middle tower
You
has
use
fallen.
Earn on him, he instantly dispels it. Dispel. Can't dispel silence, so needs to be a bit careful about that one. If you look at these items on Troll and like you didn't know which heroes using those items, you're probably going to say like, yeah, these are Pudge items, you know. Aghanim Scepter got upgraded, it's really good. Eternal Shroud works really well. Heart, why not? Possibly a Centaur, but yeah, would definitely not say Troll. This game is really working out well for him. I love
the spider legs. They do come up on an Natsumi, but here comes the Spirit Breaker all the way over to Mikoto. Blink Thunder out from FBZ. It's on the Natsumi. How do you make the move? They do rupture him. So the blood right down, it doesn't get silenced. The 8th remnant, Burrow strikes a little bit short from play hard. Makoto comes through with the astral step. But now they get more than just these heroes. They buy back on both the Spirit Breaker as well as the Miranda as they take out 3 really quickly, losing the Bounty Hunter buyback as well. Electric Vortex hits the Kato as well as the Pangolier, but they've got the next, so they're safe for now. Hyde on the run, right on top of Natsumi. Ulti comes out for the Spirit Breaker. Shuriken toss bounces around, and is the Spirit Breaker. Yopaj low on health and mana for
and
this is really troublesome for Yopaj, but Makoto shot from dead. Yopaj finally falls. They've got the Spirit Vessel on a Kesku. They'll finish him off as they go after FBZ. Will swashbuckle away, try to TP, play hard. No Burrow Strike attempt.
He tries, but a bit too late. These are 4 buybacks on each side. And unfortunately, Storm Spirit did not have enough mana to use the Bloodstone. Like, that would definitely keep him alive. But Troll is the ultimate raid boss, especially with the spider legs picked up. You know, he gives you extra move speed, you can go off the cliffs. So the only spell pretty much that you care about is Blood Rifle. Like, you're not going to get silenced.
Yeah, those spider legs really helping out. Gets him down below ground. Especially that fight like right by the cliff where he's able to juke around as much as possible. Channel Point's still in good hands. Hasn't died yet.
Yeah, I hope you guys invested. I hope you invested in crypto, and I hope you invested in troll points.
Heard the values going up, skyrocketing. Troll going Sanjin Kaya as the next item. Interesting little build there. Quickening Charm picked up. Spider Legs dropping for the Dire side. SNY being built for the Bloodseeker, who has this BKB Kleipnir. 8-second BKB, and the Ags for Spirit Breaker.
Yeah, he farmed it. That Philosopher's Stone really helping him out.
Moving quite fast now. This is going for Makoto. They might set up for something, but gets a little bit too far back for their liking. Spirit Breaker stops the charge. Now they wait to get on top of the high ground. Let's take away some vision as they're posturing for Roche, which is up and available. Last one going the way of Boom, but not sure there will be the aggressors for this one.
So Troll kind of taking one out of the book from the previous series. T1 against Fnatic when Wisp was playing it hard. He also went Kaya and Sanj, which gives you status resistance and amplifies the region. Also gives you like spell amp. So that's not too bad combined with the Eternal Shield.
They find Drew, they'll charge, he'll pop the BKB immediately. They throw down the Sentry Ward from Kesku. Lone Thunder comes out from FBC. They've ruptured Natsumi. He's away from the rest of his team, but it's not looking like that's much of an issue. Astral Step, as well as the Suns coming through under the Mirana. Fall Lightning in deep with the Vortex, hitting the Kano as well as Drew. Drew and Hyde both drop. Aether Remnant locks up the Mirana for a second, but they have the rules on Makoto. Astral Step not getting much distance between him and the rest of the team. Yopaj right on top of Makoto, and this is looking like a very dead Void Spirit.
Now it's time to go for the high ground. Mid Raxes are just going to be taken care of by the super melee creeps.
Spotted as SB was chasing the entire time. All just sticking with FBZ. Enough time there for Yopaj to get mana to be able to come in and help get that kill. They finish off the 4th. No buyback on this Pango or the Bloodseeker.
I don't think buyback would do anything here. You just kind of waste the gold, even if it is available, because you're kind of set to play without the 2 set of Raxes, so there's still bottom tier 2 tower. I feel like Neon can just go in and try to end the game. There it is, the game just ended.
Yeah, wow. Neon Esports finding themselves with quite a crazy one. I mean, that was really impressive, pretty straightforward, looked really good. I was impressed.
As stated before the game started, you know,